Um, I'm just going to give an update about my Indiegogo campaign. And so far, after a day, and I started on a holiday, which may not be the best day, but it was Independence Day, which made a lot of sense to me. So, um, first off, we raised $101, raised by 12 backers, and everything that I'm saying in this video is in this update that I've written out for you, provided kind of an image and some links. So, yeah, I raised this and didn't really have much publicity from independent media, which I'm trying to support. But still, I appreciate everyone and thank you for any donations that you've made. So throughout this campaign, I'll not only provide written updates on the campaign itself, but also video updates as well. And this takes a couple of time outs from what I do personally and with my own work and with the work that I'm doing for this campaign. So this takes up some time, but I think it's necessary because transparency allows you to know what you're getting for and what I'm doing and what I'm actually working on. And then this is just the non-technical aspect of what I'm doing. So there will be updates where I'm actually going to talk about the technical details of everything. And there are also other questions that I'll need answers to, solutions to, and you'll see later at the bottom of this update. So if anyone has additional questions about this campaign, what I have is an anything goes show that occurs right after hours. And it's usually really late at night on the weekdays and on a Saturday night. So after hours is just kind of anyone that could come in, up to 50 participants via webcam or phone, and talk about the current issues of today that's been being covered by independent media, which isn't covered by mainstream corporate news media. So anything goes right after that. You could talk about anything. So if you want to come in and talk to me about this campaign, the products that I'm building, you can go ahead and do so and I'll answer them. And there's always live chat if you don't want to be on webcam or you don't want to be on the phone. You can always talk on live chat. And this video, all these updates, if you have any questions, you can comment on them and I'll reply back to them. So everything that I'm doing for these updates, for this creating a platform for independent news media Indiegogo campaign, will be under a playlist, and you can click on this link which will take you to the playlist. So below is a brief outline of products I'm planning to release in order. Now it's kind of difficult to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's not very good. Okay, anyways, so the first one, and it's in the priority, and it's mostly due to the term length. So this first one is a really quick one that I can build out and release. It's short term, so it's just a independent news aggregator. Sorry. The second one is going to be an independent news channel guide. A third one is going to be a data misdirection app. I'll get into these more in future updates, so don't worry. The fourth one will be the main platform with which this campaign is about, as the whole parallel video encoding platform. And then following that, and or tied to it, is an advertisement auction platform. That way content providers can allow advertisement on their channel, and they can raise funds that way, and it's a direct relationship. There's no third party involved, so anything that we do to make it happen, it's just paying for the fees, and we don't take anything from that transaction. And then last, low priority, but probably the funnest for me, would be making various video games. Okay, so that is that. So for this update, again, it's focusing on the non-technical details of the upcoming product, the Independent News Aggregator. and it's really simple to release. This is why I'm going first, and it's very similar to what's currently available for mainstream corporate news, such as Google News. You would say here, you can all go to it, and you can notice that it's all from New York Times, Fox News, Washington Post. You don't really see Chicago Tribune. You don't see anything from independent media. Same thing with B News, CBS News, Fox News, ABC News, United Press International. These are all news sources from mainstream corporate media, nothing from the independent community, news community. So, and the same thing again with Yahoo News. Now that what's going to happen with Independent News Aggregator is you're going to have something like this, you know, and it's going to be just for independent news media. And I think that'll be awesome. I'm hoping everyone else thinks so too. And it can kind of, instead of having to just go to the news people that you know or follow through Twitter or YouTube, you can actually just see what people are posting, writing, or you might have missed by just going to the Independent News Aggregator, much like Google News. So whether it's an article, a podcast, or a video, if it's an independent news source, it'll appear there. So the only problem is what do we deem as independent news? How will it get that list up? How will that list get updated? I don't want to be the sole person that deems who's independent news and updating it by myself. I don't think it should be that way. So that's going to be a solution that needs to be made, and I don't think I should be the one tackling that solution alone. So another thing I want to bring up is, if anyone remembers Seeliger, that was being bought by Yahoo for $30 million, and I'll link that article in the description box, and you see that a lot of details here. And one thing I want to point out is, according to Seeliger's own website, the technology behind the app was built by an organization called SRI International, not by the startup's employees. And here you could look at the snapshot, the financial snapshot for SRI International. If you click on here, and you won't be able to see it from my video feed, in 2013 when they bought the startup Seeliger, they made, and I added it up by looking at the PDF, around 550 million in revenue for that year. And so I'm doing this by myself, my own personal time and money, currently part-time, with the help of any funds raised by this campaign. So that's why your support means a lot. Thank you, and please continue to help spread the word.